All right, just looking back and forth here, making sure that everything's set up. Looks like green lights a go. I don't know why I keep getting a notification that my keyframe rate is too slow. But I went back and watched a lot of this on live yesterday, which is hard to do. It's hard to listen to your own voice. I think the only thing I really got out of it was like everybody can hear it pretty clearly. Sounds like even you guys can hear what's going on in my conversations, which is great. That's what I wanted. My phone just fell over. Yeah, that's great. That's what I wanted. And also, I hate the sound of my own voice. So I think that's common. I think most people hate the sounds of their own voices, but I specifically hate mine, which is interesting because I talk so much. So a couple things I picked up was I just need to turn down this volume just a little bit. Oh, wait. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Test, test, test. Just watching got my little volume monitor in there. So let's go ahead and let's see. That's off. That's all the way up. Let's kind of split the difference. All right. Voila. So, this morning I've actually got somebody who's begging me to call, and this is someone I tried to call a couple times, so follow up. This person's in my CRM. They filled out a lead platform or a lead sheet. Looks like he's a teacher in Dallas ISD. Based on his LinkedIn profile, which my CRM was able to go in and grab. So let's go ahead and give him a call now. Just gonna pull up his house. Which looks like in this case is in Rockwall. So again, not too much analysis paralysis here. We are just diving right into this guy. Only thing I'm doing is I want to pull him up so I have his house in front of me as we're talking. This person came to me on a lead platform, meaning he went on our website, responded to one of our ads, however he got there, and said, I want to sell my house. Please buy it. I want a cash offer. And that's what he asked for. So a lot of what we're going to do right now is just kind of figure out what his wants, needs are, talk to him about the condition of the property, figure out why it is he's looking to sell, see if we can get to the source of his motivation. I do know that it looks like he had attempted to sell just recently and was not able to. So let's see what the deal is here. I am just pulling up his old listing right now just to see. Oh, interesting. Sold as is, owner makes no repairs. Okay, so he was even selling it on the market as a cash deal.
Hello.
Good morning, Robert. This is Chris Beery. How are you doing?
Okay.
Good. Hey, listen, I'm sorry looks like we've been playing phone tag here for a little bit, but I just wanted to get in touch with you about, is it the house on Wembley Way? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about it? What's the current condition of the property?
Well, I'm trying to clear the load from inside.
I'm
So
sorry?
much load. There's load in the house I need to clear out. I'm from the garage. I need to clear the garage of all the load. I'm finished clearing the house load.
Okay. So you said you're still cleaning out the house and moving out right now, or?
Yeah, I'm trying to pop my load and everything out. We're boxing them up right now.
Gotcha. Okay. But as far as, any upgrades needed or repairs needed to get the property up to market condition, what does it need right now?
Got to change the floors.
You need to change the floors. Okay.
Yeah, replace the floors. And the restrooms, just maybe 2 restrooms need to be replaced.
Replaced. Okay.
And then the floors, when you replace the floor, then they just have to clean up the whole floors and replace the carpets and everything.
Okay. So as far as cosmetics go, we probably need to just kind of completely redo the cosmetics of the inside of the home.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we need the air conditioner and the heater thing at the back of the house.
Gotcha.
On the side of the house, not back, on the side.
On the side. Gotcha.
And the garage needs to be cleaned out, everything cleared out.
Okay. Just so you're aware, so I am a licensed realtor, but I'm also an investor. So one of the things that we're talking about here is I'm asking these questions because I want to be able to give you options, but at the same time, I understand it looks like you're just looking for a cash deal where you don't have to do anything. If I'm your buyer, I'm gonna buy it. You guys can leave as much behind as you want. You can take everything that's of value to you. You won't do anything. I cover all the costs. You guys just we come to an agreement on price, and you guys move out on the day that we decide. Okay. There will be no repairs. If you have to leave behind trash or boxes or old furniture that you don't want, that's okay. We take care of all of those things. Okay. So you mentioned the HVAC probably needs to be replaced, at least on the side of the house. What about the roof, the foundation, the plumbing?
No.
All those are
No,
good?
those.
Okay. How old is the roof?
I've been, the house was built 2000, July 2000. That's when
Okay.
the house was built.
Gotcha. And so the roof is original?
They replaced the roof twice already.
Okay, so the roof has been replaced twice. When was the most recent time you replaced it?
Maybe 3 years ago.
3 years? Okay, perfect. Yeah, 3-year-old roof. Even in North Texas, that should be okay. You didn't get hit by those storms in March or anything like that?
Nothing.
Nothing. Awesome. Okay. And then I know you mentioned that you're pretty much boxing up and moving out right now. If we can get you an offer that makes sense, when are you looking to close? When would you like to be out and get paid for it?
May, early May.
Early May? Okay, so we're talking like a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, that's doable. Excuse me. And then where are you guys, have you already secured where you're going next? Do you know where you're moving to?
We have a place.
You have another place? Okay, awesome. Is that going to be local? Are you guys staying local or are you guys relocating?
We're relocating from Rockwell to Rowlett.
To Rowlett. Oh, okay. So kind of local, not too local, but kind of local. Okay. Would it be possible to come by and take a look at the house and I can bring you your offer and I'll just go ahead and have it in my hand when we come?
Yeah, well, I'll let you know. I'll give you a call so you can come.
Okay. I'll go ahead and put you on my calendar because it does tend to fill up. What's a good time and day for you? Are you normally more available on the weekends or during the week?
Maybe on a Saturday.
On a Saturday? Okay. So if we were looking at tomorrow, just like I said, just so I can make sure I don't schedule anything else.
Not tomorrow Saturday. Maybe
The next Saturday? Okay, that's fine. Would you prefer morning or afternoon?
About 11:30.
11:30? Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and put you down for 11:30 next Saturday, the 29th, just in case. Oh, you know what? Next Saturday on the 29th, I'll actually be out of town. Is there any way we could schedule something either during the week or after Monday?
Maybe the following Tuesday.
The following Tuesday? Okay, cool. Let's do Tuesday, May 2nd. Same thing, same question. Morning or afternoon?
Oh, hold on a second.
Sure.
Gosh, I'm going to the doctor's office.
Okay.
No.
Our appointment shouldn't last more than
May 4th.
May 4th, Thursday? Okay. What's a good time for you, morning or afternoon?
11:30.
11:30 in the morning? Okay, perfect. And Robert, what's a good email address for you? I'll go ahead and send you my information so you've got it on hand.
_ OWOLO @hotmail.com.
Got it. R_Owolo @hotmail.com.
Yes, you got it.
Got it. All right, Robert. Well, yeah, I'll send you my information. I'll go ahead and put this appointment for May 4th. That's a Thursday at 11:30. And I'll send you the appointment reminder as well. What I'll do is I'll also give you a call the day before, just as a reminder that I'm heading your way, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thanks so much, Robert. I appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you then. That's how it's done, guys. We don't really talk about price. I already know kind of what he's looking for. It's more than what I can afford to pay for this house. And it's not because I don't have the money. It's because I have to buy this thing and it still be profitable. So looks like maybe the house is worth upwards of about $450 on a bit of the stretch, right? So $450 is one of those price points. It doesn't matter where it is. We try and be careful, right? If the house is worth $450, I really would rather run numbers based on it being worth $425, because pretty much $400 and up in the Metroplex, there's a huge swing in the market. Houses that are worth 450 in the spring and early summer sell without much issue. Houses that are worth 450 in the late fall or right at the beginning of the school year don't move as quickly, and as a result, we may be in a position where we have to accept an offer for 425, in order to turn the property. So we always do our analysis based off of the worst case scenario, like any business would. And so in this case, it looks like he had it on the market for $350,000, which, based on what he's telling me, for a house this size, it's a 5-bedroom home. Let's see, about 4,000 square feet. You know, what most people don't realize is it's like, oh, there's $100,000 worth of spread. There's not, because 4,000 square feet worth of flooring is significantly more expensive than 2,000 square feet worth of flooring. So the bigger the house, the more expensive the house, the more spread we need. And not because we're, again, trying to get crazy rich off of one deal. It's kind of the opposite. We're more about volume. Most investors, most flippers are more about doing more. And then, every once in a while you get lucky and you get one that has a big spread on it. But for the most part, this is about getting it to where we can typically have somewhere between $30,000 and $50,000 on the bone after we're done with it, before taxes, before Uncle Sam swoops in and takes his little chunk. And so in this instance, a $50,000 profit margin typically means we need almost $150,000 worth of spread, because it costs us about 10% to do business. We're going to pay 5% when we sell it. We're going to pay closing costs and everything for the buyer when we buy it. And we're going to have, something this size. It wouldn't be uncommon for something that needs a full rehab to have about a $50,000 repair budget. So boom, there's $100,000 just in costs, just in expenses and the cost of doing business, because 10% of a $500,000 house, $450,000 house is about $50,000. And so that $50,000, boom, immediately out the window, not profit. Looks like profit, and that's where most people get messed up, is they'll look at a deal and like, wow, you're making $100,000 on that deal. Well, no, because 10% of that is going to closing costs, so almost immediately. And then the rehab budget on something like this, where I'm replacing an AC system, AC system on a house that's 4,000 square feet, I'm going to assume what he was trying to tell me. It's difficult because there's a language barrier, and we overcome that as much as we can. One of my tricks for language barriers is not to get in the weeds on the phone. I ask very few questions. I'm typically getting to motivation. I'm figuring out what's going on. In this case, they're boxing up and they're moving out. So they're moving. Typically, that's my number one question is, if we don't have this conversation doesn't lead anywhere, are you just going to stay in the house? Because if that's the case, then maybe your motivation isn't strong enough. Maybe your problem isn't one that I can solve. Maybe your problem is not really a problem at all. It's just an inconvenience. And frankly, in this market, the way interest rates are trending, if you're moving just because it's slightly inconvenient to be where you're at, I'm probably going to encourage that you stay there. Hold on tight. Same thing. Hold on for dear life. Hang on to your interest rate where it's at, unless you're in financial trouble. And if you're not in financial trouble, hang on. Make it to the other side of this market. Because frankly, I wouldn't want to sell and buy. If I was living in a house at 3.25% interest, I wouldn't elect unnecessarily to go buy a new house at 7% interest. It doesn't always translate. Now, it sounds like in this case, like I said, they've already secured their next place to go. They're moving. They already have a place to go. Stuff's boxed up and they're getting out, and the house needs pretty significant rehab. It sounds like when the sellers are telling me, hey, it needs all new floors, we need to replace a couple of bathrooms, it means that it's in pretty rough shape. Most of the time, sellers, if anything, are a little bit more braggadocious about the condition of their home. When they're telling me it needs rehab, I can assume that it's pretty bad. Excuse me. Hey, brother, how's it going? Oh, can you hear me?
Hey, Chris, what's going on?
Oh, it's going, man. Quick question. Is this for my personal property or for an investment property?
The investment property.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, if it was for a personal property, I was going to take you off of my live stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're good. So, what do you got?
Hey, so the house over, I'm trying to think of what the street name is, the one that you're flipping over there?
Longfield.
Longfield, yes.
Yeah.
That roof actually has 2 layers on it.
Yeah, I think we talked about that it needed 2 tear-offs.
Did we? Okay,
Yeah.
I thought I looked at it that one and we thought it was only one.
No, when we talked, it was it had two tear offs, and there was that like extra roof thing that wasn't really connected on that like garage shed thing.
Yeah, and the metal one in the back.
Yeah, and then we were gonna leave the metal one alone, do the two tear offs, and just do the standard 3-tab roof on the house itself.
Okay. All right, perfect.
Cool.
But they're over there today getting that one done.
Awesome. Cool.
And I'll get over here pretty soon, definitely next week, and get some documentation on what we need for your personal roof.
Yeah.
And get that one rolling as well.
Awesome. I appreciate it. I don't know if we
Yes,
got any
sir.
hail yesterday. That would have been cool. I don't think we did.
Yeah. There was a little bit around. I found some up in Colleyville. Had some friends send me some pictures up there, but nothing major.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. Well, I appreciate you either way, buddy. Yeah, and I've actually got another one for you to go look at if you got a pen and paper and you can write down the address.
I don't at the moment. Can you text it over to me?
Yeah. It's in Midlothian,
Okay.
so whenever you have some time or you're down that way, go take a look at it. We just closed on it on Monday, and it almost certainly needs a new roof. So
Okay. I'll actually be down there on Monday, so that works out perfect.
cool. Yeah, I'll send it
So
over
I'll
to you.
swing by there and take a peek at it and let you know what I come up with.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's an investment property also. So whenever you're ready, just let me know and we'll get that one swapped out. Cool.
Sounds good.
All right, buddy. I
Thank
appreciate you.
sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Bye bye.
All right. Bye.
The roofer. I'm gonna go ahead and text him real quick before I forget. Dun, 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 dun. Caffeine's hitting me hard, so anxiety's a little bad this morning. But that's okay. That happens. We just breathe through it. Everything's gonna be all right. Anxiety's a weird thing. It's like making you think that there's something out to get you when there's not. It's funny. Funny stuff. No shame in it, though. I think it's just a normal response from what I can tell. It seems like the more busy, successful isn't the word I want to use because I feel like that's a lot of hubris. I wouldn't call myself successful. I would say I'm currently working very hard, and as a result, I've generated a lot of work for myself. And so, as a result, I think by a lot of men's standards, that's busy. And I'm using exclusively men because that's who I corroborate this information with the most. I think most of the people that I spend time with are families and dynamics where the husband, the man, is the supporter. And so because of that, that's the perspective I have. So don't come at me for pigeonholing to exclusively men. But in my experience, the men that I talk to, the friends that I have that are men, husbands, fathers, and supporters, tends to be once you kind of get to a point where you're feeling some momentum in your career, that like this weird little anxiety demon just kind of like sneaks in and says like, hey, you don't deserve it. But I don't know. I think that's just real. But everything's okay. Everybody's good. Everybody I know and love is happy, healthy with me. So have to remind myself of that pretty frequently. And that there's nothing out there to get me. So go ahead. I think a lot of that's too. I haven't been able to train jujitsu in now like a little over 5 weeks because I stopped going shortly before my hernia surgery. And man, there's just something about jujitsu, exercise in general, I'm sure, but specifically jujitsu that gets you out of your head. You're in such a primal state of survival. That it kind of creates this little like switchboard in your head where you go like, oh, I can't overthink about all the stuff going on in my life because there's this 200-pound guy that's trying to kill me right now. I have to be right here, right now. And just that little break from your brain where you don't have to worry about all the stuff you got to do, all the business you've created, all the guilt and shame and mistakes of your past, all that kind of goes away for that moment. And that little break causes some insane relief. And I haven't been able to do it for like 6 weeks, so because of my surgery. So next Wednesday, so less than a week, I'll be able to go back. So I'm very excited for that. And hopefully that helps clear up my brain a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and get this scheduled. So we are May 4th at 11:30 a.m. And just like that, I know that that seems super easy. Honestly, it seems anticlimactic to me. And that's the way most of my business is whenever something kind of falls into my lap, especially now, there's this kind of period in my brain, in my mind. I'm sorry, I think I swallowed something wrong this morning. It keeps trying to come up on me. There's this little period in my mind where I go like, wait, did that really just happen? There's a lot of anticlimax in like these successes at work. Meaning like when I set appointments, when I get contracts, when I get these deals done, it's after spending so much time kind of putting my head down and grinding that when they finally do come to fruition, it's kind of like, oh, that didn't really cause that little dopamine push it was supposed to. You'd think that like every deal I was like, yes, awesome. And to a certain degree, like now because I know better, I'm able to celebrate those small successes. But there's a lot of what I do, there's a lot of sales that because you're working so hard and you have your head down, you kind of miss those little opportunities to celebrate because you're so focused on continual production. What I would find is when I was in a position and when I was in a state in my business and my career that I was celebrating every tiny little success, I spent too much time celebrating. I wasn't taking that time and, hold on, let me back up what I was saying. I would celebrate and stop working. I would hit this financial threshold. I was like, hey, I'm good, I did it. But it's still real estate sales. Life goes on, expenses continue. The mortgage comes due every month. And so because of that, early on in my career, and I think early on in a lot of real estate agents, a lot of real estate professionals or sales professionals' careers, is they'll get a big sale or they'll get a sale, period, and then they just kind of disappear. They just kind of just disappear into the ether. And that disappearance comes from celebration. You're celebrating. Hey, I did it. I hit my goal. Now I can relax. And I think, again, that's kind of where this anxiety comes from, is because I've learned over time, many, many years, now going on 8-9 years doing this, that celebration period is not warranted. I haven't earned it most of the time. Most of the time, if I stop and celebrate, what I'm doing is I'm actually taking away from future production that is necessary. It doesn't matter what level I get to. It's typically just like, the more successful you get, the better you get at making big checks. The more you celebrate, but the more you celebrate, the more you have at risk, because that means that I'm making bigger checks, which means the bigger checks are the ones that I have at risk to lose. If I don't work, if I don't put in the effort or the consistency, then that's the check that I stand to lose. So this is a perpetual cycle, and we're doing a good job of leveraging, delegating, growing, and stabilizing, which is all part of growing out a business, I think, in any degree. And I study a lot of other disciplines, not just real estate, to learn what it is other industries do when they're faced with similar issues to ours. Stabilization is definitely one of the things that I think most people have a hard time wrapping their minds around. Right now, my current little issue, my current little hurdle I have to overcome is bookkeeping and accounting. So I'm really good at bookkeeping and accounting the things that matter. So the debt that we're servicing, the properties that we have on the board, keeping all that stuff accountable is great, but personal finances, personal write-offs, everything outside, I haven't filed my taxes yet for the year because they give me heartburn, the worst heartburn in the world, because I have to go back in time and recategorize all of our spending, all of our income, all that kind of stuff. And so fortunately the income gets handled by people that the company hires, not people that I personally hire. But then everything beyond that, it's time for me to hire. I'm at a level where it doesn't make sense for me to stop what I'm doing, learn how to be a bookkeeper and an accountant, and then come back to this, because that means that, this time of year, I'm essentially pulling myself out of production to do stuff that I should be hiring for. And so with that said, we've got one appointment on the board. Went ahead and have it scheduled. I want to just confirm that it landed on my calendar, because you never want to assume. Yep, there it is. Now again, coffee's hitting me kind of hard, and we have a 10 o'clock closing this morning with Tiffany on actually an investment project for my dad. I helped make it happen, so I want to call it ours, but it's his. It's all his. And so have only a little bit of time here this morning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go hit the restroom. I've already got my water and everything ready, and then we'll come back and get on our dialer. All right. So let's go ahead and get back in and get started. Oh, looks like I gotta make one quick phone call before we do, though. Sorry guys, I know this is boring. It's because I'm going through looking at all my calendars for the day, and it looks like I'm gonna have to do some switching around here. Which again, built-in part of this.
Hey, what's up?
Morning, buddy. How you doing?
Just getting ready for work.
Outstanding. Hey, do you think there's any way we could move our appointment with DeStrahan to like 3:30? I'm just gonna be coming
Uh,
from.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I'll text her. Yeah,
Okay.
they said she said that her husband should be home between 3 and 4, so I was like,
Oh. Okay, well then let's shoot for 4, honestly, because I've got a 2 to 3 appointment that's going to be a solid hour here in Arlington.
Okay.
So that gives me a little bit of time to make sure that if that goes late, I can get there in time.
Okay, gotcha.
Cool.
Okay, yeah, that'll be fine.
Awesome. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Cool. Cool. Let's go ahead and... When does this close on? May 3rd. Whoever's watching me just click around on my screen. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being here. If one of them is my wife, love you, baby. I honestly don't know. I can't see who's watching. Hi, guys. We'll go ahead and get in here. We're going to get in our data. And we're going to pick up where we left off. Ooh, I turned on the AC while I was out there, and it's cold now. This office, man. I'm excited to move on to the next one. In fact, I might even call that guy, like, today. Do. Nope. Call this list from where I left off. Wow, still got 38 people to call on this list. Let's do it. One appointment set for the day, so not bad numbers so far.
Using your touchtone phone, please enter your PIN number. You are now logged into the Mojo Dialer. Press the button on your screen to begin calling.
Start button, we go. So again, I'll go ahead and keep these people on mute. For those of you who haven't been watching, we are using the Mojo Dialer. Oh. Let's skip this guy. There we go.
Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Jack.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Mr. Jack, this is Chris Beery. You spoke with one of my associates last month about the property. Well, I'll say it this plural properties you have there on 573 Lois Circle in Granbury. They mentioned you might be interested in selling that. It looks like it's like about 4 contiguous lots with one structure on it. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. Are you still thinking about selling that one?
Yes, sir. I want 125 for it.
You want 125 for it? Okay. When would you like to close?
Yesterday.
Okay. Is it possible to walk? Is there anybody living in that little house right now?
No, sir.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I want it for the 125. I'm gonna go walk it if you want to meet me there.
Yeah. I am tied up until Monday.
Okay. That's okay.
I just don't have any time until Monday.
That's okay.
Go and look at it. I'm fixing to mow the yard. The place is cute on the inside. It's a 1-bedroom. I mean, I can send you some pictures if you'd like
Yeah.
of what the inside looks like.
Okay.
And you're more than welcome to go look at it. Just make yourself at home.
Sure. Would it be okay? Can I go ahead and put some time on the schedule just on Tuesday? I'd like to meet you out there if possible. If not, I can go walk it on my own time.
Sounds great. Sounds great. No, sounds great. Monday's actually the best day for me.
Okay. What time Monday?
I'm actually off on Mondays.
Okay.
Tuesday I've got a lab that we're doing some work for, so I'll be tied up then.
Okay.
So give me a call, let's say around noon Monday.
Perfect. Cool. I can do that.
Does that work for you?
Yes, sir. Would it be possible if I just went ahead and said let's meet there around noon on Monday, and I'll give you a call that morning to confirm?
Yes, sir. That sounds great.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put you on the schedule for then.
Send me your name and your information. The phone number you're calling is a text. Send me that information and your information.
Yes, sir.
And I'll save that. Send you some pictures of the inside.
Okay,
Thank you.
that'd be great. Thank you, Mr. Jack.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate you. Bye bye. Appointment number 2. That counts. I didn't get his email, but it doesn't sound like he's going to be an email user. So let's go ahead and just text him our information. The way I do that is I have a little business card saved under the favorites in my phone that I just send to folks whenever they ask like that. What's neat is these smartphones, I used to kind of tell people like, hey, one of these days I'll make it digital to where you can just click on the link, click on the phone number and call me. But iPhones went ahead and solved that problem for me. So it wasn't originally made to be a digital business card. Originally it was just a picture of a business card. And now it is a digital business card. Let's see, make sure I got the right name here. Let's call him Mr. Jack, because that's what I have in my notes here. Perfect. And he's got 4 contiguous lots, and one of them has a house on it for 125. I think just the individual lot value by themselves will make that work. Let's check. Why they're all under one address, I really don't know. That'll be something we have to figure out. But, oh yeah. Yeah, I think each one of those lots is probably worth about 30,000 times 4. Right. So that brings us to about 120, and then the one with the house on it is probably worth about 100. So we've got about 190 there, and he wants 125, which is, I think, fair. We'll go through that with him as well, just so he's aware of what it is he's leaving on the table. But other than that, I believe we've got a good in here. So I'm going to go ahead and set this for, we're going to do next Monday, the 24th. We're going to set a meeting. Specific time, we're going to meet at noon, 12 p.m. Go ahead and create this to do. I'm going to go in here in Boomtown, so I can go ahead and push this through to my calendar. Mr. update his name also, because they've got him in here as Mr. Jack, and that's not his name. There we go. Follow-up is complete. We're going to make this push to our calendar. It's going to be at 573. Okay. Perfect. Alrighty. So now we have everything updated. Things on our calendar. Note is taken. Clear that out. Make sure that that landed. It did. And hit contact and move on to the next.
Hi, this is Kathy. Couldn't get to your call. Sorry I missed you. Please leave a message, and I'll get back with you as quickly as possible. Thanks, and have a great day.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi Kathy, this is Chris Beery. Just calling to touch base with you. Wanted to make sure that you got my email, see if you and your husband had any questions for me about your property there on Gaines Mills Road. Give me a call back when you can. My phone number is 817-600-2077. Again, that's 817-600-2077. Thanks. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make this note here. I'm going to go 2 days, from 3 days, which is Monday. Just making a note. And no contact. On to the next.
Please leave your message for 90348622014.
Good morning, Kelly. It's Chris Beery. Just calling to touch base with you. I hope your traveling was comfortable and you made it home safe. But give me a call back when you can. Just wanted to touch base with you about the house there on Woodcrest. Phone number is 817-600-2077. Again, that's 817-600-2077. Thanks. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye. Didn't realize I have a bunch of missed calls from yesterday, so I'm just going through making sure that I got back to all these. It looks like I did. I get a lot of phone calls. Most of them are spam. There we go. Alrighty then. So let's go ahead and hit no contact and on to the next.
Hello, we're unable to take your call right now, but if you'll leave your name and phone number, we'll call you back. Thanks.
Good morning, Mrs. Keating. This is Chris Beery. You spoke with one of my associates back in the middle of March about your property there on Sequoia Drive. Just calling to see if y'all are still entertaining the idea of selling that property. If you would, give me a call back when you can. My phone number is 817-600-2077. Again, that's 817-600-2077. Thanks. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye. Okay. Do. status. What I'm doing is I'm updating my to-dos on these people, just that way, you know, as I make the attempt, they don't sit in this status of like, hey, past due, past due. I have made the attempt, so I'll go ahead and update their status, just showing that, you know, we did make the attempt. I'm gonna try again in the future, but that's already done.
Hello.
Yes, hi, Clifford. Hello? Can you hear me okay? Oh, man. Let's do a quick callback. Let's redial him.
Hello.
Yes, hi, good morning, Clifford. I'm sorry.
Hello?
Can you hear me okay now?
Yes.
Okay.
Who's calling?
Yes, this is Chris Beery. You spoke with one of my associates last month about your property on Cedar Hill Street. Just wanted to see if you're still thinking about selling that one. Is that an okay? That's a no. So cool. Go ahead and put up. Hung up on me twice. That's okay. We want to sort those out. I don't want to bug him, but I do definitely want to make sure that I have him in here correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and put him in archive. I don't want to trash him because I have his contact information. I've verified it's him. He owns that property. He'll sell one day. So we want to hang on to him, but we're not going to bug him. We're not going to pester him anymore. After he hangs up on me twice, I just generally assume, cool. He doesn't want to talk to me. That's okay. So for those of you wondering, that is not a contact. I asked my question, but it wasn't a two-way street. So.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 21466366728 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Good morning, Karen. This is Chris Beery with B&H Realty. Just calling to touch base with you guys. I hope I'm not being a pest. I just wanted you to know I haven't forgotten about y'all. Please let me know if y'all have any questions or if there's any concerns that y'all have about some of the options that I laid out for you. I know that there was a little bit of a mixed receival amongst you and your sisters, but give me a call back when you can. I'd love to answer any questions that y'all might have and be able to kind of get an update as to where y'all are in the process. My phone number is 817-600-2077. Again, that's 817-600-2077. Thanks. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye. So that's an appointment that we actually went on and have not yet converted. We're likely going to. I'm likely going to, but the fortune is in the follow-up. Let's go ahead and make contact there.
This is Laura Palmer. Sorry I'm unable to get your call. If you could just leave a message and I'll call you back as soon as I can. Thanks and God bless.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Good morning, Laura. This is Chris Beery. I'm just calling to touch base with you and see if you and your husband had any questions for me. I know that it's been a little while since we spoke last. Just wanted to see what y'all were considering doing. Give me a call back when you can. Phone number is 817-600-2077. Again, that's 817-600-2077. Thanks. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye. Oh, looks like they have it listed for lease and for sale. That's right. I need to get them off of here. So let's go ahead and change this category. Switch to watch. Do I already have it in their notes that they're actively listed? No, so I will now. There we go. Got to make that note. I'm going to pull them off of our follow-up schedule now that they're actively listed for sale. So that's my mistake. Shouldn't have called them. So we'll go ahead and put a little note that says back off, which is what we do. Once they list, we back off, not ours. They will get it sold, and they're with a very good agent, so they'll get everything they need. And then some. I want to talk to her. Let's go ahead and trash that. Yep.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Brian Smith.
Is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Good morning, Ryan. This is Chris Beery with B&H Realty. Just calling to touch base with you on the conversation you had with one of my associates last month about your property on Birmingham Drive. Just wanted to see if you still are interested in selling that property. If you would give me a call back when you can. My phone number is 817-600-2077. Again, that's 817-600-2077. Thanks. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye.
Hello.
Yes, good morning, Myra.
Yes, this is Myra.
Good morning, Myra. This is Chris Beery. You spoke with one of my associates last month about your property on Misty Mesa Trail. I was just curious to know if you're still considering selling that property.
No, I'm not.
Okay, no worries. Or are you thinking about maybe trying in the next couple of years?
Well, that'll be possible, but I
Okay.
just don't know yet.
Okay, no worries. Would it be okay?
I don't know if I'll last a couple of years.
Oh, well, I certainly hope you will. I'm sure that you will. So the only reason I ask is I just want to make sure it would be all right with you if I just kept in touch with you from time to time until y'all were more closer to being ready to have that conversation about selling that one, if that's okay.
Sure, that'll be fine.
Okay, perfect. Well, I appreciate you taking my
Have
call.
a blessed day.
You
young
too.
man.
Thank you,
Bye
Mom.
now.
Bye-bye. Have a good day. Sweet lady. Doesn't think she's going to make it a couple years. I don't like hearing that. Life is much longer than we hope, or than we think, but shorter than we hope. Right? Is that the way it goes? So go ahead and make a note to follow up with her. She likes answering calls on Fridays, so we're going to call her on a Friday in a few months and see how things are going then, just to check in. And that is a contact.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 817-313-7565 is not available.
Good morning, Nita. This is Chris Beery with B&H Realty. Just calling to touch base with you. It's been a little while since we spoke last. Just wanted to follow up and see what the plans were for the house on Sunrise Lane. Give me a call back when you can. Phone number is 817-600-2077. Again, that's 817-600-2077. Thanks. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye. Okay. Sorry, got distracted by my finances. I was going through and looking at them. Just had to make a note. Got to go address those finances a little bit later. Which just means moving money around, paying off the stuff that we spent this week on our investment properties, refunding that out of the investment accounts, collecting the miles along the way. So I think that's my favorite part about all this is most of the stuff that we do, I swipe my miles card for and then refund myself from our business accounts. And so it's kind of how we're able to keep everything moving. I love it because got quite a few miles that I get to spend now. What am I going to spend it on? I don't know, but I like to travel, so it'll be a fun little perk. Little perk in all this. Okay, go ahead and make sure I have her updated. Let's call her in a week. It's no contact. So through 15 of these 38 follow-ups, so we're doing good.
Please leave your message for 682-597-5522.
Yes, good morning, Tina. This is Chris Beery with B&H Realty. It's been a little while since we spoke last there about the house on Country Manor Road, but I just wanted to see if you guys still had any plans on selling that property. If you would give me a call back when you can. My phone number is 817-600-2077. Again, that's 817-600-2077. Thanks. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye. All right. Same thing. Just go ahead and update this for next week. Try her again. Oh. Yeah. Let's go ahead and skip Saul. Oh, wait. Skip those wrong Saul. Let's skip.
Hello?
Yes, good morning, Derek.
Yeah.
Hey, Derek, this is Chris Beery. I just wanted to touch base with you and see if you're still considering, potentially selling that property on Wheeler whenever your new build is done in August.
Not at the moment. I'm gonna probably just keep We didn't rent it out.
Okay, all right, no worries. I just wanted to touch base with you, let you know I hadn't forgotten about you. It's been a few months since we spoke last, so is it okay if I touch base with you a little closer too, just to make sure that's still the plan?
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Awesome, Derek. Well, I appreciate you taking my call this morning, brother. Before I let you go, do you happen to know anyone else that might be looking to sell their home or buy a new one here in the near future?
Not at the moment, I don't.
Okay, no worries. We'll just keep in mind.
If I'm being honest, I'll probably try to buy it if they did, but no, I really don't.
Yeah, no worries. I get that 100%. I run into that all the time. I do buy houses myself, so if you ever do come across something that is a deal but you don't want it, pass it on over, buddy. We pay good bird dog fees. I'd appreciate it.
Okay, will do.
All right, brother. You have a good one. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay, let's go ahead and let's call him in 2 months. Wait, so April, May, June. Let's call him on a Monday next time. Cool. There's my dad. Morning, Dad.
Hi, son.
What's up?
I'm on my way. I'll be there in a minute.
To the office or to title?
Yeah, to the office.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna ride together?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that works great.
Yeah, you're at the office, right?
Yeah, I'm at the office.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
All right, I'm just going through the car wash. I'll be there in a few minutes.
All right. Yeah, I'm here. Love you. Bye.
All right, bye.
He didn't say he loved me back. It's all right. Just kidding. All right. So, have a nice conversation with Derek. That is a contact. Even asked him for the referral because anybody who's not a lead for me right now may still be a referral partner for me. Oh, interesting.
Call has been forwarded to an automated voice.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I'm going to go ahead and transfer her. To one of our buyer's agents.
Please leave your message for 81770777517.
Hey, William, this is Chris Beery with B&H Realty. Just calling to touch base with you and see if you have come to a resolution there for the house that you've got there on Tamworth Road. Call me back when you can. Phone number is 817-600-2077. Again, that's 817-600-2077. Thanks. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye. So, go ahead and try him again next week. He inherited that property and he wants to sell it, but he wasn't ready to sell it when I talked to him last, and looks like he still owns it and it's not listed, so we're gonna go ahead and try him again. Oof. Caffeine makes me sleepy. I don't know why. It will immediately hit me really hard, get me all jazzed, and then sleepy.
Hello?
Yes, hi, good morning, Linda. This is Chris Beery. How are you doing?
Chris who?
Chris Beery, we spoke back in March about the lot that you have there on Akima Court.
Oh, yeah, well, I don't think it was in March because we sold the stuff on Kima Court last August.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, you're right. Harbor Lakes Drive. That's my mistake. I think Key McCord is the address I have on file for you, but I know that it was that empty lot on Harbor Lakes that you guys were probably still thinking about selling. Does that sound familiar? Oh. Oh, it sounds like you're in a fishbowl, Linda. I'm not sure if you're talking to me or not. Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Sorry, I wasn't sure if you dropped the phone or or you threw me in a fishbowl.
Well, my husband picked up my earpiece and it made the earpiece come on, so
Oh.
changed over to the earpiece.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. Yeah, so I was, I know we talked last time and you mentioned that you had somebody who was on the hook with you to buy it for you for 80,000. I've got a business partner who may be interested.
85.
It was at 85. Okay. I have a business partner who may still be interested in it, and I just wanted to touch base with you and make sure you hadn't sold it yet before I'd go back and touch base with them and continue our conversation with them.
We actually haven't. I had a call on it 5 minutes before you called.
Oh.
They're still interested, but nobody's sent me the contract or the money yet.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what I needed to know. Then
It's still available.
Okay, great. I'll go ahead and touch base with my partner today on it and see if he wants it, or if he still wants it rather, and we'll reach back out and see if we can get it done.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. I appreciate you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Harbor Lakes Drive. Pretty good one. So let's go ahead and make a note here. Available. Send to Ambition. Update this. Let's call her on Monday after we talk to Nathan about it. Let's contact. Hoping my dad's a little bit late so I can burn through this follow-up list. I'd love to be able to get all caught up.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 817501846 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi Rose, this is Chris Beer. You spoke with one of my associates some time ago about your property there on Wilson Road. Just calling to see if you are still interested in selling that property. We may be your buyer. If you would call me back when you can, my phone number is 817-600-2077. Again, that's 817-600-2077. Thanks, look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye. I wonder if that gets annoying to hear since you guys, I know it sometimes gets a little annoying to say because I'm just on autopilot saying it. So I almost kind of wonder if it gets annoying to just keep hearing you leave the same voicemail over and over and over again. But that's the reality of sales, man. It's a lot of repetition. Like anything that you want to be good at, it requires a lot of repetition. So update our follow-up date and move on.
Hello.
Hey, John, it's Chris Beery. How you doing, brother?
Good.
Hey, sorry, I'm just now getting back to you. I wanted to see if tomorrow was still going to work for you guys to see that property. I'll probably be sending one. Go ahead.
My wife sent me a thing that something's pending on it right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that very well could be the case. Let's see. Let me look it up. Just verifying y'all's schedule before I got it scheduled. I would probably have to have one of my agents show you because tomorrow's a little full for me, but we're still trying to get you inside of it. Let's check. 11934 River Ranch. Count. Oh, was this a for sale by owner? No.
No, it was on sale. Or whatever it is.
Zillow, yeah. It's showing pending, but hold on, let me look up in MLS, because that does not always translate accurately. I gotta pull up the MLS number real quick. Let's see, 202-57044. Yep, looks like they went pending yesterday.
Okay.
Yep. So the search continues. Do you guys have any other ones that y'all are interested in taking a look at?
She had another one. She never sent me all the stuff. But it's more.
Okay.
But more money for 4 acres.
Right.
I didn't get to look at it real good. I'll just have to look at what she's got and see if it's something we want to mess with or just leave things alone.
Okay. Well, yeah, just you let me know. Let me know if you guys see anything that you like. Just keep sending them my way, and we'll get them scheduled up for you, okay?
All right. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it, John. And, hey, thanks for helping us out on Longfield. That AC is blowing nice and cold now.
All right. Good.
All right. I appreciate you, brother. You have a good one.
All right. Bye.
Let's go ahead and move him. Let's call him in 3 weeks if I haven't heard from him. Okay, that's a contact. Still working on an appointment with him. That'd be a new appointment. Find him a new house to look at. So. Ooh, it got cold in here.
Hello.
Hey, Bill. This is Chris Beery. How are you doing, my friend?
Good.
I'm not sure. I don't know if you remember me or not. We actually last time we spoke was back in October of last year. Just wanted to touch base with you about those properties that you had. Looks like 902 Hampshire and 326 Northwest 14th Street.
Yeah.
Just wanted to see
Okay.
if you still had those, if you were still considering selling them.
Yeah. I'm working on a deal right now to move some collateral around on different loans that I have so I could sell those, but
Okay.
probably won't. I probably won't sell. I'll probably try to sell 14th Street this year, and I probably won't sell Hampshire until next year just because of the tax situation.
Got it.
But until I can get the collateral situation worked out on these other loans, I'm really not going to do anything with either one of them.
Sure.
I should know something. I should know something on the 14th Street property by the end of this month or the middle of next month. So
Okay.
if you want to give me a shout back then I can. But like I said, I'm not really planning on selling Hampshire until next year at the earliest.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I know when we talked last, your son had been living there. Is that still the case, or did he find something in Granbury?
No, he did. He's moved to Granbury.
Okay.
And so he's not living there anymore. So that's part of the reason I'm kind of, like I said, moving forward on swapping some collateral around on that. And I've got a kid that's living in it now who will probably move out sometime in June or July, and maybe August. He's relocating to his grandfather died, and he's moving into his grandfather's house.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, you know, and at that point, I've got a lady who's interested in a rent-to-own situation, but again, I don't know where that's going to go either. That's down the road a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's actually
that's kind of where I am on those. If you want to check back in a couple of months,
Sure.
see how things have developed, they are more than welcome to. But that's kind of where I am right now.
Okay. Yeah, and I know last time we talked, it's been a while. So I think the last time we had a conversation about it, we talked about potentially looking at owner financing either one of those properties. Would that kind of help spread out your tax burden some and alleviate your burden on restructuring capital?
Well,
No. Okay.
yeah, but like I said, if I can get the 14th Street property collateral situation worked out, I probably will sell that outright
Sure.
and take the taxes on that one and use that to liquidate some other debt.
Got it.
So, at any rate, probably give me a call about the middle of next month. We'll see if anything, how much has
Cool.
changed. Okay.
Yeah, that works great. I appreciate it, Bill. We'll talk then.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Cool. There we go. Make our note. Reschedule our follow-up. He wants, see, middle of next month. 30 days from now. Puts us on a little bit less than 30 days from now. Go for May 17th. Made our note. That's our contact. Are you ready to go, Dad? All right. One more dial, and I'll head out the door.
Your call has been forwarded
That's it.
to an automated voice messaging system. 972-672-1857 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Good morning, Mr. Peterson. This is Chris Beery. It's been some time since we spoke last. I just wanted to touch base with you about that 120 acres. See if you still have that. So if you're still interested in selling it, give me a call back when you can. Phone number is 817-600-2077. Again, 817-600-2077. Thanks. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and set a follow-up for this guy on Monday. 120 acres sounds like a good time. With a 4-acre spring-fed lake and 2 houses on it. And you only wanted $1 million for it? That's doable. Forget what that comes out to be. Let's do 120. Divided by 1, 2, 3. 1 million. 120. 8,300 an acre. That's doable. That is doable. Just gotta figure out where Neches, Texas is. Where's Neches? Ooh, I like where that is. Just outside of the Piney Woods, north of Palestine. Oh, Palestine. Cool. Alrighty, guys, that's going to be my lead gen for the day. Going to go ahead and make a note here. I want this guy to be on my list to follow up with. Peterson. Put him on my calendar so I don't forget to call him. There's that. And no contact. And we are going to be done for the day. Look at that. Hour and 20 minutes. 7 contacts, 2 appointments set. So, not a phenomenal day, but a good day. Good day nonetheless. So, all it takes is just enough good days in a row, and we're in business. So, all right, everybody, I appreciate you guys being here with me this morning. We're going to go ahead and sign off for the weekend. Likely won't live stream over the weekend this weekend because I don't think we're going to be doing any lead gen, but next Monday we'll definitely be here and in force. So, see you guys then. Have a good